How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed here with eTrailer.com, and we're taking a look at the RockyMounts AfterParty 2-bike carrier on our 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. Having a wheel-mounted carrier like this means that your bike is secured to the carrier by force on the front and rear wheel. So if you have a carbon fiber frame or an unconventional frame bike, or just don't want contact to the top tube of your bike, a wheel-mounted carrier is going to be your best option to secure your bike to the back of your vehicle. Now, as far as what makes the AfterParty special is the fact that you can swing your entire carrier around without having to remove your bike from the carrier. So let's give you an example of that. We're going to start with our handle here and give it a good twist. One thing that's really cool about RockyMounts products is the fact that every contact point where you have to do something is blue. So that's going to let you know that's where you're going to have to twist, pull, or turn. We're going to go right here behind our carrier and pull up on our knob. And now we're going to just go around our carrier so we can pivot our carrier into the extended position. So now you can see you can still have both of your bikes on the back of your Bronco and have full access to your cargo area. So you can sit down, change your shoes, or just be happy you survived your trail, or however adventurous you were acting. This would be the time to keep your bike loaded up or reload your bike without ever having to move. One thing you want to consider is the fact that since it only opens in one direction, where you park will make a difference as far as access to the carrier and your bike. So we're gonna go ahead and fold this guy back up. I'm just gonna start here at this inside, and then I'm gonna try to push my carrier out because I'm really tight against the wall here. And we're just gonna swing right back into place, and then re-secure our carrier using the handle right above our shank. So got her snapped back into place. Let's get those threads catching. And we're locked back in. Give it a couple more twists. Now that we're tightened back up, we can also show you the feature where you can tilt your carrier away from your bike if you don't necessarily need to swing it all the way away, and you still maintain full access to your rear hatch on your Bronco Sport. So that's actually super cool because it gives you a lot of flexibility when you're out in the park or on the trail to set your bike up or access your vehicle depending on what your situation is. Now, as far as getting a closer look of the bike carrier itself, I'm gonna remove the bike. So I'm just gonna press and then pull, and that removes the tension from our cradles, allowing our bike to be free. And we're just gonna grab our bike and remove it from the carrier. One thing that you may wanna consider is the fact that if you have two 60-pound bikes on the back of your carrier, when you're tilting, you may want additional assistance to help you out because you just don't, that's a lot of weight coming towards you, plus the weight of the carrier itself. The cradles will support up to a 3-inch tire. So if you have fat tires, this particular carrier is not gonna work for you. You just wanna keep that in mind. So now I'm just gonna grab my tape measure and we're gonna see how close or how much we're adding to the back of our Bronco Sport. So overall, from the license plate to the edge of the carrier, we're right at 33.5 inches. At the closest point from the license plate, we're right at 9 inches. So it's not very invasive on the back of the vehicle itself as far as how much space it takes up. However, when you're folding this guy up, it will block out the back of your license plate. It's going to block out your backup camera and your tail lights partially. So you just want to be aware of that when you have it folded up on the back of your vehicle. The way that it has a lift to it, it does two things for you. One, it basically eliminates the need to worry about your incline with your carrier, and it being staggered with the cradles allows you to adjust for handlebar interference. In the stowaway position, at our closest point to the vehicle, that'd be right here on the bumper. We're right at 4.5 inches. And overall from the bumper to the handle, right at 16 inches. So it does fold up pretty compact on the back of the vehicle, and it gives you a lot of flexibility as far as the capability with the weight that it can do, as well as giving you flexibility to access your cargo area without unloading your bike. Overall, the RockyMounts AfterParty is a great option if you're looking for access to the back of your vehicle but don't want to necessarily take your bikes off of the carrier. In my time here at eTrailer.com, I worked in our customer service call center and spoke with people just like you. And usually when I recommend a product like this on a smaller SUV, it's usually going to be shared between two vehicles. Like if you have a pickup truck where you want to have your bikes on and have access, this allows you to swing it open and get access to the back of your tailgate without having to unload while you're running errands. However, if you don't necessarily need that swing away feature, but you like how it secures your bikes, the RockyMounts guide rail is going to be your option. The function is exactly the same, you just don't have that swing away feature. This has been a look at the RockyMounts AfterParty bike carrier on our 2022 Bronco Sport. I'm Ed, this is eTrailer.com, and you have a great day.